916 million people work in agriculture worldwide, and each harvest is a story of human effort, machines, and impressive scale.
In today's video, we'll go through 30 of the most impressive harvests ever recorded. More than 70% of U.S. orange production comes from Florida.
But behind these endless fields is the arduous labor of millions of immigrant workers. Each ripe, juicy orange is picked with a firm twist and drops into the bag. And return to the dense foliage. "73% of the agricultural workforce in the United States is made up of immigrants. Thanks to them, millions of oranges are harvested every day, sustaining a billion-dollar industry.
Another important state in American agriculture is California, the world's strawberry capital.
Supplying 85 to 90% of American strawberry production and a huge portion to the entire world. But to have those little boxes of red, juicy strawberries, farmers need to bend over for hours on end along each row of land. To relieve pressure on their backs and knees, they use harvesting support platforms. The picker lies prone on the board, reaching out to select ripe strawberries, while the vehicle slowly advances.
It's a simple but very effective solution.
Next, we go to the state of Jalisco in Mexico, where almost 99% of the world's tequila is produced. Next, we go to the state of Jalisco in Mexico, where almost 99% of the world's tequila is produced. But it all starts in the rough agave fields, with workers known as jimadores. In their hands is the long-handled koa with a sharp, round blade. With a few precise movements, the agave plant is felled. Layer by layer of spiny leaves is trimmed. The root collar is cut. The blade cuts deep, revealing the large, round core called piña. The piñas, weighing dozens of kilos each, are taken to the distillery. The remaining leaves are discarded or composted to return nutrients to the soil. Unlike agave, lettuce is cultivated in 106 countries around the world. In the field, farmers use knives to precisely cut each head without bruising the leaves. Those that meet the standard are placed in the packing area, ready for the journey to factories and supermarkets. Nowadays,
Many large farms use giant harvesting machines. The machine slowly glides through the rows, with sharp blades cutting each head uniformly.
The lettuce is carried by an upper conveyor for initial cleaning, while workers on both sides carefully inspect, keeping only the most perfect heads.
Next destination, tea plantations in Japan. The tea market there is expected to reach over 112.8 thousand tons in 2025.
And 167,000 tons in 2034. Behind this growth are tea fields harvested with almost absolute precision. A wide structure envelops the entire row of tea bushes, ensuring no young shoots are lost. At the center is the high-speed rotary blade system, which cuts exactly the tender part.
The cut tea is vacuumed and transferred to the collection bag at the back. The entire process happens in a rhythmic and organized manner. Unlike many other crops, avocado is generally harvested manually.
The American market alone consumes between 1.27 and 1.36 billion kilograms of avocado per year,
creating enormous pressure on farms. Farmers use hydraulic lifts to raise themselves to the top of the trees. This way, they can carefully observe and choose the fruits at the exact point of ripeness. The combination of lifting technology and an experienced eye ensures that every harvested avocado has uniform quality.
We are now in the Veneto region, Italy, the country's largest wine grape production area, with about 1.4 million tons per year.
Instead of manually picking each bunch, many wineries use vine-shaking machines. The giant machine moves along the perfectly aligned rows, applying vibrations sufficient to make the ripe grapes fall into the collection trays below,
without damaging the plants.
When the trays fill, the operator empties everything into large containers. The grapes fall like a purple rain, ready for processing. Unlike many crops harvested in a single season, tobacco is cut in 3 to 5 waves per year. This means farmers have almost no time to rest.
The entire plant is fed directly into the machine for processing. With high speed and continuous operation, each machine can harvest about 2 hectares per day. In Brazil, watermelon is cultivated all year round. That's why the country's annual production reaches almost 2 million tons.
Watermelon harvesting requires a lot of endurance and persistence. Farmers gently twist the stem to separate the fruit from the vine. Workers form a long line and pass the heavy watermelons hand to hand, under the strong sun. Watermelons are stacked in the truck beds. After a day of intense work, the entire field is clean, ready to be transported to markets.